Once again, welcome back, American Samoa and everybody. Man, I like to shout out to my film crew and everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. We just got scolded, you know, but it's all good. You know?
We're just learning. We're not professionals here.
We're not professionals, all right?
We're not professional hosts, but yes, we just got scolded that we were repeating ourselves a little bit too much, well, probably a lot too much on the last segment. So apologies for that.
Apologies for that.
So you don't need to write in about that, right? I mean, because we already recognize it, but you can.
Be kind, be nice to us. And on our Facebook page, like us, please. On our Pacific Pulse 684 version, like our Facebook page, and also our Pacific Pulse 684 at gmail.com. So send us an email, you know, comment on our Facebook page and everything. On the recap of the last segment, we talked about graduations, you know, to all the graduates. Once again, big mahalo to all the teachers and the principals, and especially the parents. And mahalo lava, big ups to you guys. And also June month as a sports month and everything. Mahalo lava, inviting the guests. You know, you guys want to be a guest on the show? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, right?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Hey, we're gonna, then you're gonna get scolded like us too.
Yeah.
So, but it's a learning process. Listen, I mean, it's reality TV, straight from the hip and unscripted, as you can see.
Exactly.
But that's what makes it fun and
enjoyable.
Enjoyable, definitely. So, well, what we want to talk about this segment, definitely, like we said, was June is sports month, and there is so many activities that are happening right now, and we'll probably be repeating them, you know, as we go along and get more focus at each week. But the biggest thing I have to say, let me just jump real quick. June 24th, don't forget, that's Olympic Day. Olympic Day, and that's the ASNLC is celebrating that. So we're sort of jumping to 24th. We're going to come back to it. But I just want everyone to know, there's over 200 countries, millions of people that celebrate Olympic Day every year.
Wow.
And normally it's June 23rd. For us, it's going to be June 24th in American Samoa. But typically any time in June, because the June 24th is a Saturday, so obviously it's easier for us to celebrate that.
Okay.
But prior to that, starting next week actually, you know, during graduation, the first sporting activities we have is next week. And that is handball is having a camp next week at the Veterans Stadium.
Wow.
Now they're having it all next week. And I don't know if you've heard, but handball, the girls, the under 17s, I believe they are, the under 17s, they went to down the Cook Islands and they actually took first place. They beat Australia for first place.
No.
Oh yeah, so they took the gold in Oceania. They beat the big country of Australia, knocked them out there. But Australia is also going to the qualifiers, which is in Mauritius, which is a small island just outside or just east of Africa, and they're going there in July.
Representing
Oceania and American Samoa especially. If they beat Australia there again, they will be going to the Youth Olympic Games next year.
Woo!
Now this is huge. We want to wish them luck. But next week, what's happening is they're hosting a camp, and New Caledonia is coming up. Now, New Caledonia is actually one of the best handball playing teams and countries in the Pacific. But the thing is, they're not part of Oceania because New Caledonia is part of France. And so they have to go through France. But in the area, you know, and handball is a European type sport. So they're some of the best. And they actually want to come here and help with the camp so that we continue to beat Australia.
Man, I wish we could do a demonstration of handball.
Well, you know, maybe next week, maybe this show, if we hear from our viewers, maybe we do our show next week, Tuesday, at the stadium with handball in the background. That would be kind of a great opportunity. But that's all next week. And if you're interested, if you haven't signed up with handball, now they're focusing on this championship, this world qualifier in July. And with this camp next week, they're inviting everyone to come out and register. So you can register. You go to the ASNLC office, the National Olympic Committee office, which is in the stadium, and you can register there. So even if you don't know anything about handball, and what it is, they're actually, this particularly is beach handball. So there's different variations, sort of like volleyball. There's regular volleyball indoors, and there's beach volleyball. So let me clarify. Next week is the focus on the beach handball. This is what they qualified for, or working to qualify for the Youth Olympic Games. And it's all next week at the stadium, and it starts next week during the graduation week. So if you're not at graduation, then head on over to the stadium for the handball and work with them next week.
Big mahalo to Carl Floor and the handball family. Mahalo over to you guys. And also catch at the end of the show, we might put up some calendar events, for you guys.
So that's next week. That's the first week of June. Now you go into the second week of June. Second week of June, we got a couple other activities going on. Take it back. Even on that Saturday, June 10th, there's going to be a governance workshop for sports.
Wow.
OSEP, which is the Oceania Sports Education Program, are coming down there. So there's folks from off island, from Oceania National Olympic Committee, that are coming down to do a governance workshop for any sports organizations that want it. That's June 10th. Again, you can sign up at the ASNOC office, register. It's all free. Even if you're a national sport or just a club and you want to know more about governance, more about how to organize your sports federations or your clubs, June 10th at the NOC office. Meals are provided for free, so you can free lunch. Why not? Go over there. So, but these guys are coming from off island to do that workshop on June 10th.
Wow.
The following week, there is going to be, again, OSEP, the Oceania Sports Education Program. They're going to have some educators here, and they're going to do a 3-day coaching course. That's all day. Again, food is provided, so if you got the opportunity, the time, that's the second week of June. And you can sign up for that beforehand. It's 3 days of the course, and then 3 days of evaluation. So it's sort of 6 days, but they're a little bit more flexible after the first 3 days. And anybody, we're looking for at least 30 some applicants to come out. And this is any sports federation, any sports coach, and it doesn't have to be just Olympic coaches. I want to reach out to even like American football, to other non-Olympic sports like VA or whatever. Anybody can come and do these the certification course, and it's absolutely free. This is hosted by the National Olympic Committee, so anybody can come out, and it's gonna benefit any of the sports. And even if maybe you're not a coach yet, you want to be a coach, maybe you're interested, you're 18 and over, maybe you're 17, maybe you're graduating high school, this is still a great opportunity for you, especially if you have the time. This is good for teachers, anybody, even if you're not necessarily going into the sports programs, but you want a certification. It's sort of like, here's a certification, it helps with future job opportunities. Whether it be with sports, whether it be with work, it's sort of like a certification on being able to do things with sports.
And the best thing about this is my favorite word. It's free.
Yes, it's free.
It's free.
No cost. Two things. It's free, and lunch is provided.
And lunch.
So, free food. Free lunch. You have nothing else to do. Come on out and enjoy.
Fonga mai ni so tatou olo fa penana ye tu lango tatou kalapu ia o le auta alu o le u fa penana so no atu le sunga le komsina sunga ya Italy. Olo ye tatou seminar ma tatou workshop ye mai vanga le OSEP vanga la yo kama ye o mai fafu kama ye o mai koe pe koe fa la le se usa mo ka koe fa o ma oi pe koe fa certify oi tulanga mo meu coaches o meu fa ya o nga vola so se talonga so o lo va no la vale nei fa lo longo mai tatou show va ai mai lungo le tatou kalena le la tu atu fo ya na i no foi la ia. Be a part of this, man. It's a good opportunity.
We need more volunteers. We talk about sports, but we don't have enough volunteers, coaches. Most people don't realize too. For everybody out there, if you don't know this, almost all the coaches on this island, excluding maybe soccer because they do have better funding, almost all coaches on this island are volunteers. There's no one getting paid, so we just need more to take the weight off some of the coaches that are just taking too much on their shoulders and stuff too. There is one thing I forgot for next week, and I apologize, for the first week of June. We do have a visit coming from North Park University. Head coach Conway. He's been here several times with his wife and with some of his other coaches as well. They've been here, I think, for the last 6 years. I think they've been here almost as many times, 6, 7, 8 times. I mean, almost twice a year. So he's coming down next week. So if you're interested, we have about 10 athletes, I think, in football, but also some in volleyball. I think there's somewhere over close to between 20 or 30 Samoan kids from the island that are actually going to North Park. And they've helped. This is a Division III school up in Chicago. And they have really assisted in helping them with scholarships, administrative scholarships, other types of ways of being able to financially take care of their costs. So they're coming down next week. Coach Conway, and as a matter of fact, we're going to talk about it later, he's going to be our special guest next week. He's going to be on here with you. So he's flying in on Monday, so you should see him on Tuesday morning and be on the next program as well too. So that's that first week. I'm sorry I skipped over that. I know we have a lot more. So the second week we talked about already with the coaching courses. So now let's talk about the fourth week. The fourth week, I'll take it back. Also in that third week, when the coaching course is going on, we have another special guest coming from off island. This is June Jones again. You know, he hadn't been here for the last couple of years. He was doing a 7-year, you know, coaching, you know, academy that he did with Adidas. You know, it was kind of a joint academy, football academy. He did that for 7 years, but we haven't seen him in the last couple of years. Well, he's coming down again in a couple of weeks.
And he's bringing
Mike Leach. He's the head football coach of Washington State University.
Is that where Joe Salavea used to be?
That's where Joe Salavea used to be. We've had over 7, I mean, on average, 7 football scholarship athletes there every year.
Oh, wow.
So we're probably looking to have a couple more. We had 7 this past season.
Yes.
2 left Washington State. One, Shalom Lawani, got drafted, I think, in 7th round with the Raiders. So let's go Raiders now, and Shalom, we hope they do well this year. The other one was Robert Barber and stuff too, who is with one of the other NFL, East Coast.
Okay.
So, but Mike Leach is coming down. This is the first time, and that's why I was surprised because Joe Salavea is not coming down with him, but Mike is coming down on that. So they're coming down during that week, the OSEP week as well too. Also bringing other important guests like Jesse Sapolo, I understand is coming down. Throwing Jack Thompson's coming down, and also Ma'a Tanavasa as well. So and some of them are going to be going off to Apia and then to New Zealand, but I think June Jones and Mike Leach are going to be here during that week. Following week again, we have the that's when our new stuff that we're going to talk about. We have the following week we have some more stuff going on. We have some multiple camps. One of the camps during that week of the 19th, June 19th to the 30th. Actually, they're going to try to do 2 weeks, but that first week, which is the third week. Sorry, I'm trying to probably confusing everybody out there. The third week of June. This is where we want to try to get more sports camps. Wrestling is going to be there, so you can register wrestling. They're going to have some coaches from off island coming here at the DEWA Center. They're working all that out. Nice. And then we have the June 24th, which is Olympic Day. It's the big day, and we'll talk more about that when we come back from the break and stuff to get that, because we got to get to the break otherwise.
Well, like I said, we have a lot to talk about, man. We have a lot to talk about. We'll be right back, American Samoa. Stay tuned.